Hi guys, welcome to my channel again. So don't mind me, I've always wanted to tie my scarf like this on camera, and I finally got to do it today. This is like the Fulani style. This is how they tie their head wrap in the northern part of Nigeria. The Hausas, the Fulanis, and I think I have their vibe. Like I think I look like them. But anyway, I always wanted to tie my scarf this way, and I really like it. It's cute. Okay, so today I wanted to welcome to my channel. Did I say that already? Welcome again, and thank you so much for tuning in and coming back. I appreciate the comments and the views and everything. So I wanted to go a little bit further into breastfeeding because I'm always ranting, y'all. I ranted on my Instagram, and apparently I had posted something on my story which I copied from someone else who actually felt the same way I felt, or that I'm feeling about breastfeeding. And I reposted it on my story, and I got some feedbacks, and I just wanted to share this feedback because I just wanted a lot of women to know that you're actually not alone in a lot of things. A lot of things go on in our lives, and we are not so proud of them, and we don't share them, we don't talk about them. And I don't blame you. It's not a bad thing that you don't talk about it or that you don't share it. But I just think it would be nice for me to share that there's actually a lot of women who are going through the same thing you're going through. You're not alone, whatever it might be, in regards to marriage, in regards to relationship. Like single girls, you think you're single for 2 years, nobody has talked to you, at least seriously. Trust me, it happens to a lot of girls. There's nothing wrong with it. You're not the only person this happens to. It's very common amongst humans. And so I just want to share in regards to breastfeeding that you're not alone. A lot of women actually feel my pain and your pain. So yeah. And so when I posted that story, I got many responses that were in my favor. Yay. And I'm gonna share some of them. I'm gonna post them here. Some people just really laughed out loud. Some people are like, girl, they're lying. Some people are like, I agree. And some of us, we had a couple of conversations just in regards to that. And I just want to say again, like, kudos to the moms that are actually very successful in breastfeeding for a long time, for like 3, 4, 6, 12 months, even 3 years. Kudos to you, and you're doing a very good job. That's hard work. That's some work right there. So the fact that you're doing it successfully, at least, I know it hurts you guys too. I know it's not easy, and you guys are able to pull through and push through. Good job, mama. But for us, the remaining of us that have issues, whatever it might be, you're just not producing enough milk, or maybe you just can't stand the pain of pumping, or maybe your baby was a preemie and you didn't get to breastfeed as much, and then I just spat. And then your milk got dried, or maybe you were sick, because some people got sick and they couldn't even breastfeed their babies, and then it got dried over there, or for some reason you just can't pump. Whatever reason it might be that you're unable to give your baby breast milk for so long or never, baby girl, mommy, you're not alone. With my first child, it was a struggle. I think he drank breast milk for almost a month. It wasn't even up to a month. Just, I don't remember, but I know it wasn't up to, because when he was a month, I was totally done. I was really, the word isn't depressed, but I was just not myself. And a lot of people, because it was also my first child, I really wanted to do it. And a lot of people around you are kind of pro breast milk. They're kind of pro breastfeeding. So you want to just do your best to make sure you're doing you know what, it's expected. So that really took a toll on me. He's latching, but he's crying because I don't know why he's crying. And this nurses, when I spoke to the nurse, I wasn't hearing. She was talking and it was coming out, because at the end of the day, I'm trying my best, but it's not, they had all sort of advices. Make sure you're drinking a lot of fluid. And Africans would say, drink ogi, pap. I did all that. Okay, maybe I'm lazy. I don't know. It didn't work out, but I felt somewhat bad. But at the end of the day, I picked up myself quickly. I didn't let it weigh me down for so long. I didn't let the guilt kill me, because I felt somewhat guilty and all that. And later I started telling myself, I love this baby. Just because I can give them this breast milk thing doesn't mean I love him any less. You understand what I'm saying? So I just want to encourage you guys that you're still a great mom. You love your child. You just can't give this thing called milk to this baby because because it's just not working. And now my second baby's here. I was like, I'm gonna try, but if it's not working, it's not working. And so we've been going great. She's almost 6 months. In like 2 days time or something, she's gonna, not 6 months, 6 weeks. In 2 days time, she's gonna be 6 weeks. And we've been going great until 2 days ago, my left breast, golly, messed me up. I started feeling this pain on my nipple and this sting, and I'm thinking, because I haven't pumped, so I need to go pump and blah blah blah. So I pumped, but it was continuous, and when I pumped, it was painful. Like, this one wasn't painful, the right one was fine, but the left one wasn't painful. And then I noticed after pumping, my nipples don't go back to the regular size. Not my nipples, just this one. After pumping, it would still be hard and stand, because when you're breastfeeding and pumping, it's enlarging the air that is pumping is making your nipple bigger, right? But after pumping, it goes back to the normal size. It kind of shrinks. But this one didn't shrink. It still stayed big and swollen or whatever. And I was like, okay, let me start touching. I'm not thinking anything crazy or negative, but you never know. Let me start checking. Plus, I just watched this African movie called Diamonds in the Sky. And all they talked about was cancer of the breast and cancer of the uterus or something like that. And I watched that movie that same night. I started having this issue. I said, the devil is a liar. But of course, I knew it wasn't that, but I just checked to make sure and all that stuff. I did my Google and all that stuff. And lo and behold, I saw my little symptoms on there. It turns out that I might have mastitis, or nipple fissure. I Googled all that, trust me. Although I'm gonna see my doctor in 2 days time, so we'll talk more about that. I will talk more about that with her. But for now, I kind of suspended pumping on my left breast. So I still pump, but I only pump on my right breast. That's weird because I'm still leaking on this one. This is part of the reason why I say we women, we kind of go through a lot of things that we don't see or that we don't foresee, and it just we just go with the flow. Like, I didn't know I was gonna go through this. It's not easy, y'all. Like, I still feel the pain. So far, I'm using ibuprofen because on Google it says pain medicine can help relieve the pain temporarily. And then I'm using the antibiotic ointment. I put it on it as well, but I still feel the pain, and it's kind of uncomfortable because I go about my day-to-day activity, and with the pain, and sometimes there's this sting that comes in, when your breast is full, because I still get milk on that breast, it's still heavy, but I can't pump it, and she can't latch on it because she's sucking on it. It hurts. I can't stand the pain. I'm sorry. So far, breastfeeding, I don't know. I don't want to say it's not going great. But I kind of appreciate that I've been able to breastfeed successfully and pump successfully for like 6 weeks, almost 6 weeks at least, before this issue came up. So far so good. But when I see my doctor, we'll see what she thinks or what exactly is going on with this left breast, because I don't know. So that's it. Like, breastfeeding to me, oh God, thank God for Similac and Infamil and all those baby foods, because yeah, don't eat yourself too much if you can't breastfeed. Honestly, don't put that pressure on you. I know it can be very pressuring from families, from people, even from the nurse. Oh, actually, there's this story. The nurse, so when I had my baby the first time with Aralua, he was fine. I started off with breastfeeding and Similac. They had the baby food already in the baby bed, the baby cart. So we were giving him my breast milk and we were giving him Similac, so that's fine. With this baby, they didn't have any any Similac or baby food in the baby cart. So she was going off of breast milk throughout my stay in the hospital, at least the first 24 hours. But then they came back and said her jaundice numbers were not making sense. So basically, when you have your baby, they always carry all this tests, you know, just to make sure your baby is fine. Her labs are okay. And one of the tests that they do carry out is jaundice, right? And you can Google it if you don't know what it is. It's kind of, I'm not going to explain it. I'm not a medical person, so I don't want to mess it up, but I kind of know what it is in my own way. And then, so when they carried that test, her jaundice level wasn't normal. So, and then they said the best way for it to be normal, she has to eat and poop. So the more poop she does, the better the jaundice would be, right? The better the numbers. So we're like, oh, okay, that's fine. She's pooping, but just not as much, blah, blah, blah. And then so 24 hours later, it was still not normal. Her jaundice numbers were still not normal. So, and they put her under the light. Like, my mommy would put her in the sun during the day in the hospital. Like, we open the windows and just put her there after her shower or after the cleanup. And then they said if the numbers are still high when they come back, they will have to do this, the therapy. It's like a phototherapy. So they put her under light. So it's synthetic light instead of the actual sunlight outside. It's fake light or synthetic light. So it's called phototherapy. It's gonna help her jaundice numbers to be high. And they said they would have to do that if they come back and the numbers are still abnormal. So when they explained how it would become normal and they said she has to eat more, I was like, can I say something, please? So I don't think she's having enough food, because all she's doing is taking some breast milk. She's latching, because obviously I wasn't pumping then. She's latching on here. When she's latching, she's sleeping off like 5 minutes into latching. So I don't think she's eating as much as she should be. Plus, my history with breastfeeding, I never produced enough milk. So I explained that to the nurse who came the next day. So this is another shift nurse. So it's a new nurse, right? So I explained this to her. I said, if you want her numbers, her jaundice numbers to be perfect, or to be at least what you're expecting it to be, she's gonna have to eat more. And for her to eat more, we have to give her some baby food, like some Similac or Infamil. Then she was like, oh, okay, what about breast milk? Isn't she having, like, you know, they usually encourage breastfeeding. Breast milk is usually best for your baby. I said, I understand that, but based on my experience, because with my first baby, we started off with breast milk and with Similac. And this time, you guys didn't bring any Similac or Infamil or whatever. She's going off of breast milk. And with my first baby, I didn't have any problem or issues with jaundice numbers. He was perfect. And with this baby, it looks like she might need some more food, because look, you guys are telling me her jaundice numbers are not okay because she's not consuming enough food. So that's not letting her to poop as she should. And the only way she can consume enough food is if she drinks some Similac. Because my history with breastfeeding, I don't produce enough milk. So we wouldn't know if she was actually eating enough because she sleeps off, and I'm not even producing enough. I just know I'm not. I just know. So I don't think she's having enough. So the nurse was like, oh, okay, that's fine, Toby. I'll bring some Similac. I was like, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Guess what? I put this baby on Similac back to back. 48 hours later, her jaundice number went back to almost normal. So it wasn't there yet, but they said, oh, that's good. Her number's actually getting better. Wow. See these people? Thank God I spoke. I know they're doing their job and they want the best for the baby and for the mom. But you still have to speak up and let them know, hey, this is my situation. I understand all these theories and scientific stuff that you're telling me, but practically, breast milk alone has never worked for me based on my experience. So please, so I explained it to them and it worked out fine. And when we went back for her 2 weeks, was it 2 weeks? Oh, the following week, because when we got home 2 or 3 days later, we had to take her back to make sure she was fine. I don't know, whatever. And the jaundice were fine. She was okay because baby girl's drinking some Similac and some breast milk. Hey, but you guys get my gist. So it's not a bad thing if you can breastfeed all the way, and it's great if you can. If you can breastfeed all the way. Both moms, the mom who breastfeeds and the mom who doesn't breastfeed, are great mom. They're doing their job. They're doing everything they can to make this baby happy. And happy mommy is happy baby. No, this time that's my theory. Happy mommy is happy baby. Not happy baby is happy mommy. If mommy is not happy or well, baby is not going to be happy because I'm going to be taking it out on her. Ikora. What is Ikora in English? I'm going to be putting the upsetness on the baby. Mama Kora mo baby. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So, anyways, thanks for watching right now. I gotta go because my family's waiting for me. You guys catch me later. I'll catch you later. Bye. Love you guys. And God bless you.
I finally went to see my doctor, and no, I do not have mastitis or nipple fissure, but I did have an issue, not a serious issue though. She prescribed this magic lotion or something, and it was magic, y'all. Hold on, let me get this. They need to clean my car because I got the full service. Over there. Okay, 2. Thank you. Where is 2? Is that 2? Yeah, I don't mind me. I could have recorded this after my car wash. I was trying to just get it out of the way. So I'm gonna go in and tell y'all how that doctor's appointment went, okay? My purse, into another car. Update on my doctor's appointment. When I went for my 6 weeks appointment and discussed the whole issue with her with my breast, she said it was normal. It's it happens all the time with women who breastfeed. Not all the time, but it's common. And she said I'm okay, so I do not have the mastitis that I thought I had. Neither do I have nipple fissure. So, but she did prescribe something because she said due to the pain and the redness, she would prescribe this thing that she called magic breast cream. She actually called it the magic cream. And yeah, it did do some magic, because the pain was really bad. Yeah, I'm not exaggerating. The pain was so bad. I couldn't wear anything that would touch my nipple. So if anything rubbed off on my nipple, like my bra, on my top, it would hurt. That's how bad it was. So I had to use ibuprofen every 4 to 6 hours just to prevent the pain. So yeah, it was that bad. But yeah, when I rubbed that cream on it, 30 minutes later, it did do some magic. So yeah, the magic breast cream, or whatever they called it, and I had to get it from the drug crafters. So they didn't have it in your regular pharmacy store. She had to prescribe the concoction. They had to mix something. My mom said she thinks they put steroid in it. I think so too, because that cream is not an ordinary cream. So I rubbed it off and there was no pain. Yeah, I didn't have to use an ibuprofen. And she said the cause of the pain or of the redness was because the size of my nipple versus pumping, how often I pump, because I did pump a lot, because my baby was more, she was drinking breast milk from a bottle most of the time. She did latch on, but it was more of me pumping than her than the direct contact. So yeah, that's what caused the whole issue. It was size of my nipple and the pumping too often. So the friction was just too much for my breast. Was too much, and that's what caused the pain and the redness and all that. So no, I don't have whatever it is that I thought I had. Google diagnosis and all that. That's why they say don't be Googling stuff. Yeah, but I did. And oh, I know y'all want to know how my how breastfeeding is going for me. So far, in my world, it's going great. You know, it's different for everyone, but in my world, breastfeeding is going great. I'm not pumping anymore. I think I'm too scared that the pain would come back, because the pain was just not, I don't think it was worth it. The pain was just not it for me. And so yeah, I stopped pumping, but she latches on once in a while, I guess just for the fun of it. And sometimes I'm just like, you know, come over here, baby girl. But yeah, there's still some milk production, so that's good for her. Until then, until there's no more milk, I'm still gonna put her on the breast, which she takes. Well, I put her on my breast after she's eating, so after her meal. So I don't put her on my breast when she's hungry, because we know how that's gonna go. It's not gonna go right. She's gonna stay crying. But yeah, so I put her on the breast after her meal, when she's cool and okay, and she sucks on it and all that. So yeah, so far breastfeeding is going well. I mean, we tried our best. We did 6 weeks, so that's not too bad in my world. Okay, all right, you guys, I'm just enjoying this scenery right here. Like, yeah, it's really nice. Let me walk around too. Walk around some. But anyway, maybe I need to come out more often to do my videos. That might be more interesting. I need to come outside more and then, you know, record my videos, because oh, you guys like my hair? I sure do. I'll call you guys later.